Hi, my name is Daniel Breton and welcome to Montreal Auto Prix Hybrid and Electric Division. Tonight, our two first electroshock of the week, we're going to talk about the Corolla Hybrid 2020, and after that we're going to talk about the price of gas to do 100 kilometers versus the price of electricity. Let's start with the Corolla Hybrid 2020. First of all, this is a compact car that everybody knows, super reliable car. They just came out for 2020 with a hybrid version. A hybrid version that sells for $26,900 about, which can be compared to the Honda Insight, which comes from the Honda. It's the hybrid version of the Honda, same category, compact car, which sells for $28,500. So this is a less expensive car than the Honda Insight. Fuel consumption then. Well, we're talking about 4.5 liters per 100 kilometers for both cars, but on my way here, I've driven about 200 kilometers. I got 3.7 liters per 100K, which is exceptional. It's super good. So it means that this car, if you drive it in a careful manner, you'll get very good fuel economy. Thing is, because there's some problem with that, the thing is that the car is a bit expensive when you rent it. Let me tell you what I mean, okay? Well, I was looking if I wanted to rent a vehicle 20,000 kilometers a year for 48 months, it's gonna cost you per month about $375. If you compare that to the Toyota Prius, which everybody knows, well, the Prius is gonna be about $428 a month. But when you compare it to the Toyota Prius Prime, which is a plug-in hybrid with 40 kilometers of electric range, well, because of the $6,500 rebate from the Quebec and the federal government, it's going to cost you $340 a month. So what that means is that you get a hybrid for $375 a month compared to a plug-in hybrid with 40 kilometers on average of range, of electric range, and it's going to be cheaper right from the start when you rent it. So I think it's something that you have to think about. But there's another problem. You have to find one. This one, the Corolla Hybrid, or the Toyota Prius Prime, they're both very hard to find because, believe it or not, Toyota is kind of running out of batteries. So they can't keep up with the demands, so you're gonna have to wait quite a bit to get either car. Now, I have to say, this is a very comfortable car. The interior, the finish is superb. So if you like a car like that, more conventional than a Prius, it's a very, very good car, and it's gonna last forever because these are super reliable cars. But the thing is, you have to find one, and the Prius Prime is less expensive when you rent it. Now let's talk about the price of gas versus the price of electricity. A lot of people get confused because when you go to the gas station, it's easy to say. It says on the corner, the big sign, $1.25 or $1.50 a liter, but you cannot see that. You don't see that when you get an electric car. So let's do some calculations. Let's say you get a Hyundai Elantra, which does about 7.4 liters per 100 kilometers, or a Kia Soul, a gas Kia Soul, which get about 8.4 liters per 100 kilometers. So if you do 100 kilometers at $1.25 a liter, it's going to cost you around $9 to $10 of gas for 100 kilometers. Now you compare that to a Hyundai Ioniq, which does 15 kilowatt hour per 100 kilometers, because that's how you calculate the consumption in kilowatt hours. So 15 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers for Ioniq, or a Kia Soul, but a Kia Soul EV this time, it's about 18 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. So it's going to cost you for the same 100 kilometers than the gas car, but instead of $9 to $10, it's going to cost you between $1.60 and $1.90. So it's a huge difference. But that's when you plug at home, because the electricity at home is going to cost you just about 10.8 cents per kilowatt hour. If you charge at a fast charger, then it's going to be more expensive. Let's say you take the same Hyundai Ioniq and you plug it to a fast charger from the circuit électrique, it's going to cost you, for the same 100 kilometers, about $3.80. So it's still less than half the price of the gas. But there's a lot more businesses where you can get your recharging for free. There are some ski stations, some hotels, and some restaurants, but there's also Montreal Auto Prix that gives you fast charging and fast quick charging if you buy the car here. So if you buy a Nissan Leaf or you buy a Chevy Spark EV, you get free charging and free fast charging either here or at the Côte de Liesse place for life. So it means that it could get even a lot less expensive for you to get your electricity, your energy to move forward. So when you think about that, so not only is it cheaper when you pay, but you can even not pay for your recharging, especially if you come to Montreal Auto Prix Hybrid and Electric Division. So with all that said and done, this was my first electroshock of the week. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.